Hello everyone, how good of you to join. Welcome back to Endzone Distant Places DLC playthrough. Now our city is thriving with the latest techs that we have installed, and the last expedition is still on its way home, so from the stage 2 expedition of the west that we have. So that means the final expedition is upon us, and what we do in order to wait, in order to kill some time here, there's actually lots of useful stuff that we can do. First of all, both of my refineries are now fully operational. Both of them are producing now metal, cloth, plastic and electronics all together at the same time. Really cool stuff. What I can see though is not entirely completely boosted yet, are they? This one here is boosted, and this one here is not boosted yet. It does not even have a connection. There's the pole, right? So we do need to get a pole over there as well, so that there it is. This one's now connected them. Very good. And the other one is I would like to get a couple more solar collectors out there because my power grid is a bit short. We have blackouts. That's the red spots. So this is a blackout area right now. We don't have enough power, and a solar collector will just do the trick. We have our solar collectors over here. So I'm just going to add a couple more here. So one, and then we hopefully let's squeeze one in here, right? So that we have those guys here working out too. Those two here, pretty far outside of the village already, of the city, but of course no one needs to go there really, right? They produce automatically. Solar collectors reflecting the sun back into the central, and I guess there is a generator, a turbine or something like that working, producing the power for us. Let's also go ahead with a power pole here so that we connect this one with the central grid. There you go, perfect. And the last thing that we here still need is a road that we can have from the already existing network going over here to these solar collectors. Now, speaking about roads, there is something really interesting, and that is my knowledge, my researches, and we have the paved road now. We have 3 knowledge points. Actually, we are close to 4, and the paved roads would be possible now. The paved roads enable settlers to make considerably faster progress in comparison to a dirt road. Although paths made of dirt and gravel do not require any construction material, they must be developed by a builder. So this one here requires then building materials, I guess concrete, something like that. One of the later resources. For researching, however, we do need wood and scrap. We have that. So let's start the researching on the paved roads. And this one actually goes to motivation. It's a decree. Settlers are encouraged to move faster, but they're also consuming a bit more. Alright, no idea. Electricity, we got still a water pump available here, but that's almost it, right? Prosperity DLC, we still have also a couple of techs here available. A comfortable shelter would be interesting, and the durable houses. But other than that, yeah, coming closer with the tech. And this is now on the way. There's a sandstorm once again moving. We are in a drought, by the way. We don't even feel it that much because my water is good because of all the wells that we have established already. So that's something. But still, let's just watch the sandstorm moving over it. Always a nice view. There you go. I certainly don't want to be right there, but watching it is still nice, right? We'll probably need a couple more builders. This looks more devastating than it actually is, by the way. It's just damaging some buildings. Some of them lose some HP points. We need to repair that, and some of my settlers are going to be sick, perhaps. They need some medication, but that's it. Nothing happens elsewhere. Expeditions are returning. The research is now on its way. Perfect. It still needs those resources, but we have them. And yes, this gives me the opportunity of having a look at my latest building that we have finished in the last episode. That's a greenhouse that is now functional in all its glory. It only has some workers. I think it's farmers, right? Yep, farmers are working here. And we can now choose a seed for that. So we only have these available there right now, plus the sunflowers now. And I would like to use that latest seed that we've received. It is producing more food than wheat, for example, in the same amount of time. So that's something. Sunflowers, there you go. It's going to consume some water. And water consumption we can also decide. Low, medium and high. And that is quite a steep rise here. From low to 144 water per day to medium to 700 water per day. I don't know. Let's go with this for now. And we'll just see how much water it really consumes. It's producing though now 340 seeds in one harvest, right? Instead of the 170, so twice as much, but consuming 6 as much water almost. It's not a bad trade there. Actually, it's a bad trade, I think. We'll see. we'll see how that affects my waters. We also have a nice amount of these comfortable shelters there and comfortable houses. I just like that, as the windmills are also rotating up there. We can also upgrade this shelter here, and I would like to go ahead and just upgrade more of my normal sturdy houses there. They look ugly in comparison, and we have the materials. So let's go ahead, upgrade a couple of these, and ooh, yeah, over there we still have some. There you go. Hooray! The next tag was researched. That was rather quick, and that's the road. So let's just have a look at that. Paved road, there it is. Instead of a dirt road, I think we can just paint it over it, right? And it would be pretty interesting to have it right here in the main area, where we do have the dirt road for now. And let's just go ahead and get us some paved road all the way, all around, throughout the main road that we have here. This one. Yeah, going basically over here, and that's the one. Around my town hall. Making this settlement as beautiful as possible. With some paved roads. And finally, it's also cleaner to walk around then, at least in the city center. We'll just see how it turns out then. Being under construction now, we do have 16 builders, so it should actually come along. Let's make it 20 builders for now. Ah, look at that. Water is really going down there now. And I think it has something to do with my greenhouse. Those 720 water per day is really insane. Let's reduce this one to low again. So we're at 144 per day. I don't know. Doesn't seem right to me consuming that much water. We can, however, get us a couple more wells out here. So let's add 2 more into this area. And perhaps an irrigation plant too, to get rid of the radiation. Let's try to not make too much of an overlap there. This should be fine. Yeah, so we can also, if we want to, get us more fields out there, just in case. Alright, and the expedition has returned. The balloon is ready once more, and we can finally go for, I guess, the last one. So luckily we got there just in time. As we approached the agreed place to meet, we could already hear the first shot. So this was the train accident, right? The train was being attacked by a group of raiders, and we helped them out basically to escape.
We've moved on, and luckily there have been no more incidents. The danger's been averted, but the attack left various damage behind. Could we ask for your help one more time?
Alright, so the attack left various damage behind. We should come out there to repair again. Let's just see if we can actually do this. First of all, we do need a technician badge that we have with Louisa. She's actually got also the refiner badge and the technician. Perfect. Then we got Laura. She's good for the scrap collector that we need. We also got here the technician badge. Any other badge? Oh, the syringe again. But we've received it, right? We should have it somewhere. There it is. Perfect. Crystal can do the job for us. There you go. We have all the badges. So let's go ahead with some rations. We should have lots of them, plus the metal tools. Of course, we give them coal, wood, scrap, and metal. And with that, we have all of the requirements finished or completed. Let's actually go with 15 action points. We can't afford that. And 4 people are now on the expedition. Let's start with that. Going to take a while to get all the resources done. I can't wait to finish one of the main branches. Right, so this area is also now consuming most of its energy here. This one is still not having enough, so I guess we still need to get one more out if possible. Solving one problem just appears another one. The water is still going down, even though it is a rather rainy day. Is it really just the greenhouse that is consuming all our water right now? Seems a bit excessive there. I have also... Water carrier is almost full. Yep. No problem here. I guess we'll just need more wells, to be honest. More wells. Electrical water pump might be something then. That is a tech that we can research. I think we could actually do this now, right? Yep. Electrical water pump. Let's go ahead and do this. Electric water pump pumps water out of the ground without the use of manpower. It requires the connection to a functioning power grid. Other than that, that's it, right? Just need some resources. I could, however, go ahead and get us a few more wells out. So there is another hub of wells now, right? So 4 together. That would get the water supply going. But holy cow, it's collapsing really quickly, my water. And there it is, electric water pump is ready as the expedition balloon is also on its way out there into the open, into the west, to the train, basically. Very good. On its way. Also trader, let's just see what you have in store. Some rations, we can produce them. Iodine pills, that would actually be something. Let's just try it out. How much do you want? Yeah, with sand and stuff like that, we could actually make things work here. Sand is really valuable as it seems. With a bit of cement and a bit of sand, we can get lots of pills and carbon masks that we need for radiation protection. And that is a nice deal. Let's close it off. Now, I wanted to actually get the water pumps out there now. Water is, yeah, recovering a bit, but not too much, I guess. And I rather have a nice surplus of things. This consumes 200 water, 200 electricity. Not that easy. We have the power, the solar plants over there, and as we can see, I can just safely squeeze them in here into this little gap that we have between the collectors and the scrap collectors. The solar and the scrap collectors. In between we have the water pump, and let's just get us a couple of them out here. Let's 3, right, producing some whopping 600 energy, and I guess they will also need a power pole to get them working from the battery system. There you go. Yeah, 2 of them, and then we got the batteries here, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to need another battery, so let's also add one right here between all of that. And let's go ahead and make the road going through that whole district and connecting then with my city, and also here having it around over there. I think, yep, that we can make work. Perfect. And it's connected with this one here anyway, right, with the main city then once more, just as intended. So we got raiders out as well. There they are, setting camp, and we do need to get rid of them. So they are coming in from this side then. Yeah, let's get some defensive structures up and running. So watchtowers, we could have, I guess we can't have them too close together now. This one, then I'm going to have one over here, and then probably over here. Right, we can afford them. Yeah, they're cheap. We can afford them, and we just need then the manpower to fortify our town with them. Also, since we are pretty low on the metal there right now, I would probably like to pause at least one of them for plastic, so they produce a bit more metals. And let's get the production limit up there a bit, so they produce more. And the same goes for this one, but I'm not going to pause the plastics on that one too. That would be a bit of an overkill, I guess. And the trade has been closed. Perfect. Everything's handled, and we do have now pills as well. A whopping 60 or so. A new demand, beer or stew. I think we still have some stew left. Oh no, we need to produce it. Let's produce the beer. We need to produce 1,000. That's actually quite a lot, right? We have the pub here. There's beer. It does need wheat and water. So I might, for example, also in the greenhouse, I might actually change the sunflowers to wheat, so we produce more. And because we are focusing on the pub right now with the beer production, let's also go for an upgraded pub. We have a knowledge point already, and this one here is very good for that. It increases the settlers' confidence even further, and of course increases production. And we can then upgrade the pub as well to look just nicer overall. Takes a lot of stuff though. No metal though, that's a good thing. We have the rest. Metal, we don't have that much. We're building quite a lot of things that are consuming metal, and that's just going down. Beer, we have produced almost 100 now. Probably not going to be enough though, right? So I think we're going to fail at this, or I'm just going to get another pub out. Might be possible. We can try it, of course. Where should I get this pub? I can have it here. Yep. This is close enough to surrounding industry and stuff like that, so the workers can go right to the pub if they want to, if they feel like it. And there's also quite a lot of radiation here going around, especially then the shelter district. Let's go ahead and also have an irrigation plant right here, cleaning stuff, right? And on the other hand, also here then beside the pub, that would be a nice location for an irrigation plant on top of that. It's especially bad here. Look at that. There's red radiation. That means any settler that goes into this zone here is getting sick almost immediately, like this poor fella there. Yeah, that one. will get its radiation levels up and rising and probably need something. Though she has, as far as I can see, the highest level, right? Activated carbon mask to protect her for that. And there's also the power of this irrigation plant, right? Around it, radiation free. Though it consumes water, of course. But water, we're up at 14,000 again. And I think I've built some wells here. Let's just replenish all the worker slots. We got 100 workers at the moment available there. We'll also assign a couple of them now to the militia. We can also get a few scouts up and running again. Just for all the additional production. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, we can actually get all of them into the military business if we want to. Let's get a couple of them. So 50 out of 90 that we have now working. And that's looking so much nicer. The paved roads are finished right here in the town center. So we have the paved roads and right next the dirt roads. And the paved roads look just very clean in comparison to that. What we can do is we have another main road from the center, right? So a double layered road going all the way out here. We could have some more, well, shelters, I guess. We could have quick access, or I could also move what we have here, recyclers. We don't need all of them anymore, right? I could get rid of some of them and instead have some people living there. That's already an upgraded shelter. Upgraded shelter. Oh, all the shelters are upgraded. There's no more building space that I can free up. Yeah, it's going to be one of them further outside. So let's just have a look there. Shelter. We could build an upgraded shelter right away. Let's do this. Hopefully in a nice location. Yeah. No space. There's the lake. I can't do anything over the lake. So we'll just have it behind the wells there. Going to have 2 shelters. And they're going to get a paved road right away. Around the well to the main road then here. So they get quickly to the city center. That's the important thing. Let's also finish a road network here. For quicker traveling. And then we can still squeeze in some ornaments if we want to, some decorations. We got lots of them available, right? Memorial wall, for example. Why not? Something right here. We could have a sitting area where people can enjoy the day if they want to and meet up. And cactuses in between. And canopy overlooking everything. Perhaps some flower beds. There you go. Left and right. A nice little community center area here. Everything is irradiated though. So once again, irrigation plant. There's already one working. I will need another one out here to make everything here secure. Very good. And once built, there's no radiation right here in the center, and everything is clean. And we can just safely build those houses there. Now, what's going on with my expedition? We should be there anytime now. Yep. And also the pub has been upgraded. The tag for that at least is there. And I think we have finished a second pub now. Right. Somewhere here. There it is. Perfect. We're going to switch it to beer. And then I just really need the pub keeper. There it is. So we need 4 of them now. They can then perfectly work. I think it's still going to be not enough time. Nah, by far not. But it was worth a shot. And let's upgrade the pub. Right. So upgraded pub produces consumer goods more effectively. And also increases confidence of settlers. Let's have this one here upgrade first. It's already looking pretty nice. Let's just see how it looks afterwards. And at my balloon station, anytime now, we should see the expedition arrive. There it is. Very nice.
Welcome. It's really nice to see you again. That last encounter was... well, we're better off forgetting it. It's only thanks to you that we survived the ambush. By the way, Jess and the others are doing better too.
Very nice. So welcome.
Sadly, our train didn't get off lightly during the attack. Above all, the locomotive has us worried because the boiler was damaged. To be better prepared against any more ambushes, we've decided to reinforce the whole train. Do you think you could help us out again?
Of course I can.
Yeah, the engine is our problem child. A big hole was torn in the boiler, and now it doesn't run smoothly anymore. Which of course means that our water consumption has significantly increased too. To be honest, we have no idea how we're supposed to repair the pressure chamber. We've already tried a few things, but our success never
They're
lasted
pretty
too
much
long.
lost once again.
Like I said, none of the patches stood up for long. We've just managed to...
Alright, let's have a look at that. We got some technicians with us here. Sheet metal. Luckily we have a welding genius along. After all, precision craftsmanship is called
It'll
for here.
stand up that way.
And that was successful.
Really? Yeah, I guess so. It looks sturdier than the things we tried. Fantastic! Okay, the engine's back in shape again. We had extremely high fuel consumption because the boiler firebox was damaged. As you see, our coal tender is completely empty. So we absolutely need new fuel to get moving again.
Alright, fuel we have with us as well. That's the coal.
Great! Good thing you've brought coal with you. Naturally, things function distinctly better with it than the palm wood we always use instead. Maybe we'll chug into an old train station again sometime soon and find a supply of real coal again.
Yeah, that might be paradisic thinking. Welcome, we're still in the welcome. Farewell, locked car.
This car was hit the hardest. The fire that arose due to the attack pretty much ravaged it and made a lot of things useless. If you hadn't gotten the fire under control, the damage done probably would have
Glad I could help. And we were glad to help.
No.
And there's still something in here, so help out anyway. The boxes look pretty heavy, Chief. Jessie's still hurt, and we can't take responsibility for the fact that she's overexerting herself.
No!
Jess, tell them. After all, they risked their lives for us and all this stuff here.
It's none of their... You're right. What's in the boxes is medicine. Loads of it. The thing is, where we come from, where this train comes from, there are, let's say, inconsistencies in how medication is allocated. And that... we didn't play along with that any longer. Although some of it was burned up in the fire, we were still able to rescue a few boxes.
After the previous leader of our settlement died, the new self-appointed ruler named Gray grabbed all the pills for himself and locked them away. When we got sick at some point, the bastard didn't give us a pack. Not one single pack. We had every right to take them.
Oh, yeah, no right to steal.
Yes,
It was
he's been
his to
following
take.
us for quite some time.
And just kidding. And this
There
were the
are
pills.
loads of boxes
What can we do with
full
that?
of
You
medicine.
probably know what to do with some
Take
of the
some.
medications.
Go right
We
ahead.
do have
There's not
the
that
medic
much of it.
badge. And oh yeah, well, we loot it ourselves, as we can see. There's the pills. We also get some 25 iodine, scrap, and decontamination kit. Thank you very much. There's also
Not
the
only
hospital
took
utensils. And we also loot that, because that's our right. Let's take those things.
The
Next
last
attack.
took us by surprise, all right. We don't want to be caught off guard again. We thought about possibly doing a thorough job of armor plating the train. At any
All right.
chance you want to help us reinforce the train? What
Good
do you
thing.
think?
We can reinforce that. We do have a scrap collector close by. Well, I'm convinced, Chief, these parts here are going to make a lot of places on the train significantly more resistant against
That's
attacks.
looking wonderful already. And we've already given some thought to which places are probably the best to protect. Gray's people did a good job of shooting up the
So
canteen.
the kitchen car should
A
be,
lot is made.
or the weak points here on this car, or the caravan car. Weak points,
Gray's
the
people
kitchen,
did
and the caravan. People sleep there, but then they... Nah, let's go with the weak points here.
Yes, unfortunately that's going to be necessary. But hopefully... Good. This plating has to fit really tight. Could you take over doing the adjustment?
Of course I can. We have technicians with us and upgraded that car here right away. Perfect. There's also the kitchen.
Gray's people maybe will armor plate it so that next... Okay,
We'll do that as well.
that looks fantastic.
We have the action points for all of that, so that's pretty good. And then we do the sleeping car.
Well,
And also,
isn't
it got
that
even
something?
some ceilings now as well. Perfect. That's that. Locomotive. And I think we are at the end of this one already. Are we? Greenhouse.
Oh, my bull... I want...
There's still something. Plants and well-being. Let's have a look at the plants.
How nice of you to ask about them. Yes, My little plants also took quite a beating. But unlike us human beings, they regenerate much faster too. A few days after the attack, and they were back to blossoming and thriving again. But that's enough about me. How are the sunflowers doing? The ones
Yeah,
I
they
entrusted
consume a
you
lot
with?
of water.
I hope they bloom where you are in your settlement. As for me, they always filled my heart when they greeted me after getting up in the morning.
Alright, there's, I think, nothing really over there that we can do. We can only say our farewell. The time has come for us to
Really?
say goodbye. And they're
The
very
train
thankful
is
for all of
even
that.
Better protected than we had hoped.
No matter where we end up, we'll tell folks about you.
Nah, wait a second. There's still something to do here. I think the greenhouse still has
What?
work. Sunflowers, naturally.
That makes it's
Ah, you see, there was something. Banana seed. We got this one out. Thank you very much for this gift. That's... Now we're finished, I think.
no.
Oh, there's medical equipment
These are
here
some
still.
kinds of equipment.
Have a look at that. Electronics, plastic, cloth, and another syringe badge, a medic badge. So we've looted this train to the maximum. Let's take everything that we found. Like so. We can actually carry all of it. Pack full. There you go. And that's it.
Thanks again for rescuing us. Without you, we'd be in one heck of a fix right now. The reinforcements on our train might be
And we
useful
also
for
get
your
the durable
buildings, too.
structures
With
as
that,
a
we'll
bonus
hand over the
reward.
construction manuals to you.
And with that, we have finished the expedition to the west completely. There would be now the northern expedition, the eastern expedition, and the southern expedition with more mysteries and tech available. Let's just check it out here. The durable one that we got, where was it? There it is. Right, so the settlement buildings are now also reinforced with the battle-tested structures that were used to defend the platoon in the desert. This will increase the resistance to raider attacks and sandstorms in the long run. Raider attacks will not be so devastating anymore. For example, as the last one was, right? That took quite a lot of damage to my buildings. And ladies and gents, this concludes the Distant Places DLC Let's Play. We finished one of the expeditions completely. There would be 3 other ones. And also the new tech that we have used. We have 1 out of the 4 now. The new techs that we can use with that. I hope you enjoyed this little one. I hope you enjoyed coming back here to my settlement. And we'll just continue with the next DLC probably to this amazing game, Endzone. Available on Steam. Stay tuned.